So both my cars have shown up. I want to take the lid off that. Have my daughter take the lid off. Here's the orange Mojave, or Mojave Felony. So we are going to finally be taking that home. And then the V2 Infraction, blue. So just a little sneak peek. We are going to open these up when we get home. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. We are gonna do some unboxing. Not the typical unboxing. We're just gonna take them all out of the box and see what we have going on. So if you want to see what Arrma Felony and Infraction and what they've come out with for the speed, drag, and bash game, stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, here we go. So V2 Infraction, Felony, orange. This is the one I originally ordered. Finally showed up. But there's a big surprise coming in for that one, so stay tuned for that video. And ended up keeping the black one, so I ended up buying that as well. I did tap a curb in it, and yeah, I've already started to mod it, so I figured just keep it in the family. But there we go. That's what we got going on. And then of course my limitless over there. But I definitely have a bunch of them. So V2 Infraction, let's take a gander. You gotta love that new car smell on the body. So I did opt for the blue body, as you guys can see. So people are saying that there's not much changes with the V2, but I have to disagree with that. With the handbrake and the new electronics that are in it, there's quite a few things that are different. The rear drive shaft, the extra brake solenoid, you know, motor. I mean, yes, the chassis and the wheels and tires are the same, but you know, it's got different electronics in it, and it's got a handbrake, and it's got that rear drive shaft with the bearing deal going on in it. So I'm hoping that this steering servo is like the Felony, to where it's upgraded as well, and you get the better radio. So with all that said, the V2 actually is a better Infraction over the original Infraction. But here we go. Take a look at this. What is stuck to the lid right here? And this one's got, oh, you can see the lines that they cut for the body. They're literally showing through on the silver on this one. But it's such a beautiful body. And of course, but look at this. I got another one of them Friday builds, I have a feeling. So take a look at my antenna. Opening it up out of the box. It is crushed forward, and the cap that's supposed to be on the end is literally crushed. Looks like it got smashed into the body somehow and the clip put on. And the rubber is literally stuck to the lid. So I'll have to heat that thing up and get it going the right direction. But there we go. So my biggest curiosity was this handbrake deal. How were they doing it? So I'm going to drop you guys down and we're going to take a look at that handbrake, considering everything else seems to be the same. So as you can see, it looks like this top pin right here, it's running a longer pin. So 2 longer pins to go through the motor mount. It's now got a bracket to support this arm and the disc brake down in there. Yeah, so there is a disc brake wheel down in there, and it might be better to look at it from the other way. But before we do that, let's take a look. So S650 on the Spectrum brake servo, and yeah, move it forward and lock that into position. It does lock up the rear wheels. Not very strong, but there is an adjustment on it. So we'll be able to adjust this to actually get those rears to lock up, which is pretty cool. So yep, steering servo. It'll come with this whole bracket, this whole assembly, and I'm assuming 2 pins in this clip deal right here with the brake that's attached to the bottom of this. So it's going to just be a drop-in complete assembly. So I'm going to flip it around. So right in here, you'll see the disc brake, and it's a floating disc brake with two pads on the top that just pinch down on it. So that is pretty cool. And that looks like it's just, oh, so the disc brake slips over the diff cup. So the center of the disc brake is the shape of the diff cup, and it slips over the rear diff cup to lock up that rear drive shaft. I was really curious on how they were doing that. Were we going to be changing out the whole diff? Was it attached to the diff? But it's literally the center of the disc brake is the shape of the rear diff cup. But it's right, see, there's no way to get in there. But stay tuned. I am going to pull out that disc brake assembly. I am going to take it out of this RC. And then we're going to do an install video into the Felony with this disc brake to show you guys what you need in order to add a disc brake to the Felony. And then the wire is just run across the top here over into the receiver box. So that is pretty cool. Definitely liking that idea. Get this fan straight. It is still running that fat gear, just like the Felony, and the rear drive shaft has that same play forward and back. So if you look at the diff cup on the front, this diff cup has a flat spot top and bottom, and what they've designed is that disc brake to literally slip over the top of this diff cup. I was wondering why these diff cups weren't round and that they were flat top and bottom. So this flat spot and the flat spot on the other side is what's given us the disc brake can slip over that. So honestly, you know, the way that brake design is, we can almost bring this motor out and slide a disc brake on the front and just run a long cable to the pads to the rear solenoid. So that might be something to think about. Buy a disc and this this bracket here, make longer pins and do the same back here and run it over this, but we will have to slide this motor way out, which means a really tall gear. So just ideas shooting out in my head. My plans for this build right here, the Infraction, is to do a drag build with it. I do have a lot of speed cars already. I have the twin motor basher / speed racer, and I want to set up a drag build. So and I think this might be it. So I'm definitely going to take my Felony and do a speed rip with it. But my plans are with the black Felony is to drag race that as well. And if I can get a handbrake in there and hold the power and load this like a trans brake, that should be pretty cool. So there's the new V2 Infraction, and it is looking pretty sick. So we got some parts to stick on that already. I've been collecting, been waiting for it. California seemed to be the last to get those. Now I know they are sold out of these Infractions. They're sold out of the Felonies as well. But the Infractions are definitely lower numbers than the Felony. They've received so many orders for this thing. My hobby store, High Desert Hobbies, shout out to them, Christina over there, killing the game, staying on the ball. But she's got, I think, 10 of these on order, and out of the 10 that she pre-ordered the day it was released, the store received 1. Now the Felonies, she did get a bunch of them. She got, I think, 5 or 6 today. So that was all pre-orders as well. That one, like I said, was the demo model for the hobby shop, and I ended up paying her for it and keeping it because I literally fell in love with the black. But the orange definitely had to be part of my collection. So I don't know if you guys were on RC Guys Garage Live when this was all going on. I was asked, what color do you want, Earl? Because I had texted her, and my answer was yes. Meaning, get me whatever colors they are coming out with. So this this Felony right here is gonna go to a buddy of mine, because they are so backed up on Felonies and Infractions. I'm not gonna hog them all. Christine's gonna call me when another orange one does come in, and I'm gonna take that one to put in my collection, and we're gonna do something with. But this build is gonna be for a buddy of mine who I built Limit Due for. He is now gonna take over the car that I ordered, because I can't stand to see him wait any longer for a Felony. Now, he only decided about a week ago to that he wanted one. So he asked me if I can make a call and get him one on order, and that's exactly what I did. And he's now going to take over, which was going to be my orange Felony. And the reason I got the orange is this Arrma print that's in here and this metal flake. Watching Tony and the guys talk about it, you know, I knew I had to have the orange. RC Guy Garage pre-ordered the black, so I didn't want to get a black. I wanted to get the orange, and I thought orange would look better on camera, which it definitely is brighter, definitely easier to see, but it's hard to see this metal flake. This metal flake is just, oh, on point. Arrma's done such a good job. Oh, in the corner of the body, does have damage on it right out of the box. So it's literally broken right in this corner. And this is why I always tell you guys to check over your RCs. I don't know what the deal is with that. There is a burr back here, but that little chunk missing there, really, like it was cut wrong. Like they cut it here and realized it was the wrong spot, and they moved it over up here and cut it here. So it literally was cut to here, stopped, moved over, and then cut to the top. So you guys know how I feel. And this side is fine. They cut this side fine, but they cut this side wrong on the body. But as you see, the two-sided tape is definitely coming off on this passenger side, right in there. You can see the big gap. So it is coming off. We will be shoe gooing this because, as you know, it will fall off. And then of course the insides, which you guys are already used to because I've been showing you. This is all the electronics in this one are coming out. So stay tuned for the build video on this because that's coming up next. We will be doing something unconventional with this RC and set it up for some drag racing. So there you go, guys. Let me know which is your favorite. You know, is it the orange? Is the orange truly your favorite? Do you like the new V2 Infraction? Or is black your favorite? Or are you still liking the Limitless? Or even, you know, the white Limitless with custom parts on it. So there we go, guys. Just a little update of what's going on in Earl's garage over here with all the new RCs that have shown up. We still have one more RC waiting for that's on back order that I ordered. Like I said, I had ordered 4 cars, 5 in total if you think about it, by adding the 2 colors. I did add the 2 colors to that, but I'm not sure if I'm going to take the other one because it's still a couple months out. And I already have one and I have 2 others. So, and I'm really digging the blue. And the stars and all this reminded me of the Mojave body I got, the limited edition body. It's just the blue is on point here. It is a matte blue and black and silver and red. So glossy would have been kind of cool, but that's what we get. That's what we get. And I truly do love that body. You know, the brown camo when it came out was definitely pretty cool. It got old after a while, and that's why I built the YouTube Infraction and the Snap-on edition Infraction, which of course is sitting on the shelf over here. So, you know, I'm a big fan of blue. We haven't done much with that one, but we will soon. So there you go, guys. There's my little double unboxing for today. Triple if you count the blue one that, or the black one that I ended up purchasing today as well, rather than giving it back. So let me know down in the comments. What do you guys want to see done with these RCs? What should we do next? Should we go extreme? Should we keep it simple? Should we just hit the drag strip and see what happens? So there we go. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on my next video. Thanks for watching.